y'all. Bad Mike told you time and time again.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy. Interesting game. Interesting takes. Interesting day. And transparent. Being transparent. Being honest. Guess what? Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Ooh. Do I care? Do I care? Do I care? Do I care? And the strange thing is, I don't know if I care. I don't know if I care. But I'm gonna get my little 6 points out real quick. Is this the sixth man that decided to step in?
Pick six, Mike. Pick six.
Pick six. You know what? I didn't even think about when I came up with this shit that the pick six with the 6 man. All right.
I know, I had to ambush on this one.
Hey, that's the real pick six right there. What you did is pull out a real life pick six.
While having Deion Sanders in the background. Good job.
Oh shit. All right, so I'm gonna throw some names out there, Kill. All right, so here are 6 players I'm gonna throw out real quick before we get to answering. I know y'all probably got some answers. We probably got maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes at tops. But the first player I got in the pick six, man, is Rico Dowdle. The Falcons cannot allow guys to get 150 plus, in this case 230 something yards in this past game against Jonathan Taylor. We can't allow that shit to happen. And like I said, why I saw with Jeff Ulbrich, he's on my shit list. That can't happen. So that's the first one. Second one, Drake London, obviously because of the injuries and the wide receiver core has been absolutely horse crap. He got to continue to showcase his skills, and I think he's gonna do that. I mean, it's kind of odd too with him coming back from Germany and having an illness, but I'll speak on that. Third one, Michael Penix, and there's a lot of criticism surrounding this guy, and we already know what that entails, K Styles. But we're gonna get to that. Bijan Robinson got to reestablish him as a threat because he has been anything but that the past few games. Bryce Young, we can't allow him to be up here doing that damn poses on the field and all that type of stuff, especially us being at home. That can't happen. And the sixth one, not player related, but team related. I just want to see that Raheem fucking cares. I can't believe I'm saying this this for long in the season, but I'm some got to be. So those are my pick six, man.
And they're all well. And let me see. You said the first one is Rico Dowdle.
Yeah.
Been one of the biggest issues for the Falcons all year, not being able to stop the run. I don't need this dude doing no McCringleberry celebrations on our field this time.
No.
But yeah, that's definitely going to be a cause of concern that needs to be addressed. And like you said, that goes back to Jeff Ulbrich. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Drake London, I really don't have an issue with. So far, he's been one of the bright spots of this offense the last few games. Penix, main thing with him is throughout all this drama that's been going on all week, put that behind himself and play his game. Bijan Robinson, I do want to see more of him as well. At this point, when it comes to when you said Raheem Morris, I'm not worried about Raheem Morris no more. I just need this team to show that it got some damn fight.
Yeah.
Like you said, they are at the point right now where it's not do or die or it must win. They don't have a choice now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's too much. Like I said, it's too much outside noise coming into this franchise right now, and the more that they lose, the worse it's gonna get. So they don't have a choice right now, and I don't give two shits about Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
But out of those pick six, out of those six, like I said, this team has to come together. Who's gonna be the leadership that's going to lead? Who's gonna get this team out this far?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm looking for.
And if you guys are watching, and on the they got two versions of this on YouTube, so you probably watching it on the mobile version. There's a mobile version, and there's a desktop version. You can see a lot clearer on the on the on the desktop version if you guys have said. So it's different. StreamYard and YouTube is doing something differently, so that's probably why you're having a difficult time trying to see certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all can get into comments if y'all want. Y'all got to throw it out there, but I so it's interesting that see, I didn't know if I wanted to address this, but I didn't know if I wanted to address this, but I guess since we already here, do you think it's too early to start thinking about head coaches?
I would rather think about the next head coach at the end of the season, to be honest. But like you said, it's just too much drama so far in this season. So it's like, who is going to be the leader? Like I said, the leadership and the discipline of this team and organization has been put on Front Street all year. So for me personally, I don't want to think about the next head coach until the season is over with. But as long as they lose, we're not going to be able to escape it.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can escape it. To be honest, it's too deep ingrained into the psyche of fans, media, and I think that's the thing, man. I saw something. I didn't see the original video, but I saw it on Smitty channel, and he was talking about where Shannon Sharp was like, "Ain't nobody gonna come to help you, Michael Penix." And see, this is exactly this is why motherfuckers are losers. You gotta want it yourself. You gotta want that's some of the there's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for ain't nobody gonna come in and help you. You gotta put in the work for yourself and you gotta be your own motivation. This is the same big oh boy, I almost said the F word.
No, we ain't gonna go that far. So pretty much what it's going down to is Now Penix's manhood has been called into question by everybody.
Like this dude cry at the drop of a dime of his damn brother. Every time he sees his brother, he crying. Man, my brother's my everything. Oh baby, baby, Michelle. Like, bro, you out there damn putting out. You really out here damn putting out fake sex tapes and fake sex tapes, and you up here talking about somebody soft. Bro, what are we doing, man?
So essentially, what you're saying is that right now, Michael Penix's reputation right now from media pundits is he's basically a bitch. That's basically what they're calling him.
Yeah,
without really saying it. So, this is his point in time to kind of prove himself because now the narrative is you a bitch.
Yeah. Which is hilarious.
What? Seemed like every quarterback that plays for this damn team always got some negative connotation behind it.
But that's the thing they said about Matt Ryan. He was soft. They said the same thing about him.
They said something about Matt Ryan. They said something about Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ritter, Tyler Heineke, Kirk Cousins, and now Michael Penix. That is hilarious at this point.
Everybody has been soft at that quarterback position except for Mike Vick. He's been the only one that hasn't been labeled as weak. But that's the thing, Raymond. Like, my thing is, see, when I hear stuff like that from Shannon Sharp, especially, it's like ain't nobody. But like the thing is, motherfucker, you was a regular player. You wasn't responsible for everybody's position. Offensively, you got to know everybody's job. You didn't have to know the offensive lineman job, Shannon. You didn't have to know all the wide receivers. You had to know your job. The responsibility of the quarterback is to not only be on the same page with his players, but on the same players with the coaches. So he says, I'm with Brick till he actually seemed like a head coach. I guess we can get on now. I mean, I'll get into that. I'm not getting it. Like I said, I like to wait till December, mid-December, so somewhere in there when we start actually seeing some movement and not only college but the NFL game. I like to focus on that. So my thing is with that, with Jeff Ulbrich, I mean, I did see him until these past 3 weeks. That's a warning. That's a major problem with me. Ain't no way in here you can look at J.D. Bertrand and say he's the best linebacker you got, option that you got. Ain't no way in hell. And you get 230-something yards ran on you, and you're supposed to be a linebacker / defensive guy. That's a problem, y'all. Yeah, we getting sacks. When we getting presses, I think he got that solidified. But there's more than one aspect of this team. We're not even getting as many picks as we used to. Kev, I know you have noticed that. Like, everybody been saying, all right, what's going on with until this past game, everybody was like, what's wrong with Jesse Bates? We're gonna ignore that?
I think these past couple games has been the most aggressive that Jesse Bates has been at that safety position. This is why he's getting his pick, because that's usually how he gets his picks, is usually with him being aggressive. Like you said, his new role is to cover the deep third. Like you said, they don't give up a lot of deep pass. They don't give up a lot of passing yards like that. And that's what we've seen. But like you said, it's kind of like it's an aggressive but don't break style of defense where they're not gonna get a lot of turnovers, but they'll get sacked. I know, and that sounds kind of weird. I can't even explain it the right way. But yeah, Night Whisper got the $5 said Arch Man is a crybaby too. He was crying last night.
Who said he was crying last night? Y'all see an image of a man overwhelmed on the sideline and say he was crying.
I don't know.
I've seen. Have we not seen Matt Ryan overwhelmed on the sideline? Have we not seen Tom Brady overwhelmed on the sideline?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we literally just saw Lamar Jackson overwhelmed on the sideline. Like, man, look, let me say this. Let me say this. I think everybody should go to hell. Okay? Anybody that's criticizing Arch need to go to fucking hell. And I'm gonna tell you why. Who the fuck are you to tell him that his life ain't no worse or better than yours? My thing is like this dude got who got more pressure on them in the league, and I'm not as college, but the NFL. Who got more pressure on him? Which quarterback and which player got more pressure on them? I can say probably one guy that I can name right off the top in any sport, and that's Bronny James. That's it. Because even Bronny, he got a little bit of leeway, but you got your granddad to look up to. You got your arguably the greatest quarterback of all time in Peyton Manning, and then your uncle, Eli Manning, he's a Hall of Famer. So you got three. You got three of the greatest players to ever play the quarterback position to live up to. And then every time people look at you, you're not even you. His name and his body, his everything about Arch don't even belong to him. You are Archie. You are Peyton. You are Eli. You are the family name. Every time they look at you, they expect you to put up 30 points, to win Super Bowls, to win championships. Your whole life ain't even yours no more. Have you ever been in that position where your life ain't even yours? When you got to live up to a legendary, again, not even a legendary father, just a legendary family. Your name ain't even your name. You ain't even the most important name in your family. You ain't even you. And I thought he played well. What the fuck is y'all expecting to get from him? That's what I don't. What do you expect from him? This is the University of Georgia. They have been in the championship for 10 straight years. Won back to back. What the hell you expect him to look like against Georgia? Ohio State. Like these teams have won championships in the last 5 to 10 years, bro. What are we talking about?
Right. But like I said, man, that just gonna have to cut. That just comes with the territory. Like you said, it's just like you said, it's just an adverse hill he has to overcome. And like you said, do not. And as long as he don't let it demoralize him of him possibly not living up to that name, that's how you make careers crash out real quick.
Yeah. He just need to stay focused on who he is. Like as long as Arch focus on what he is, he may not ever be that, and that's fine. But like, man, look, we see motherfuckers crashing out on the field all the time. Motherfucker literally got into a fight with his coach on the sideline. We see that time and time again, swinging on their coach on the sideline. Was that the Miami game? Who was that? Was it Miami? Well, one of those, some dude made had a coach. It was Texas last night. It was Texas last night. Was it Texas?
I can't remember.
But a dude, I can't remember what it was, but I saw it was a special teams blunder, and dude was all he was crashing out.
Oh, you talking about the kicker from Alabama?
Was it that?
The kicker for Alabama where he was snapping on the long snap. He was crashing out on the long snapper.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, and I was like, bro, we see people crash out on the sideline all the time. We see Mike Penix last week. Like I said, I've seen Matt Ryan look. I've seen Matt Ryan look so distraught after games. You like, yeah, that dude look like he just had he looked like he just got finished crying. So my thing is, I don't have a problem with that type of stuff as long as you come back from it. It's how you come back from it. You can't expect guys. Look, you played organized sports, kid, and you seen people crash out all the time for making bad mistakes or the coach crashing out on you and making it cry. Like shit, like that happens.
It happens. Organized hell, it happens in pickup games. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea is wanting to win the game, and the idea is you don't want to be the reason why somebody loses.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling. That's the worst feeling as a player in any sport. You don't want to be the reason why your team loses. And you don't, and like I said, you want to, and you just really want to just win.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, as far as going into this Falcons Panthers game, like you said, man, they don't have a choice. Who's gonna step up and just say, okay, this is my motherfucking team?
Yeah.
That's the only thing we be looking for. Like you said, you got to pick six. I usually have my 5 points. I just got 1 point for this game. Who won it?
Mm-hmm.
Who motherfucker won it?
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. That's why my 6 point is Raheem. It's like I want to see, are you gonna do anything differently? I don't care if it's special teams wise. Like I don't care. But we've been doing the same thing, and like I said, listening to having a conversation with Coach yesterday, and he was like, "Bro, I'm not even look." When Coach said he not doing watch party, he tired, bro. That ain't even like Coach,
right?
Because he's tired. He's tired because he's seeing the same thing every week. It's the same mistakes, the same game plans every week, and it never changes. So that's why I'm looking at Raheem like, bro, do we really give? And you said something about these yesterday. It's like, bro, like, do we have to keep cussing you the fuck out just for you to do something differently?
Right. Like I said, this point, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, I really don't. It really doesn't even matter. I know people say, "Well, we need to make," but I don't care about the playoffs. I don't care about the first step into getting where they need to go is to find a common theme and find out who really wants to lead this team. That is the first. That's the first step right there. Like I said, it's been we going into week 11, and we done seen more drama in a half a season than we've seen from the Falcons previously from the last damn near 10 years.
Yep.
And that's what really got a lot of people upset about it. I know that's what really got me upset. Like I said, the wins and losses, it comes with the territory, whatever. But it's all this other bullshit that's outside of the game itself that's becoming a major distraction. And it's noticeable on the field.
So with that, when you look at the distractions, is that alone is cause for him to be removed as a head coach?
I mean, at this point, like you said, as long as they're losing, I can't justify keeping him that much longer around if we're constantly losing and there's more outside distractions and dramas coming around at this point. I don't really see him coaching this team that long. But if they start winning, if they start winning football games, it's going to prolong the inevitable. But honestly, this team has no discipline enough for him to be a long-term solution. That's just my thought on it.
So I'm actually trying to. All right, so let me be devil's advocate right here. I guess I can say Jesus advocate. Let's look at the good points of
Okay.
what Raheem, Zach Robinson, and Jeff Ulbrich are doing. Is there enough offensively, defensively, head coach where you're seeing where it's like, all right, I see some good things out of Raheem. And honestly, like at Raheem, it's gonna take me a little bit of time. So I need you to answer this first. Cause I really gotta think about it. Oh god damn it. What's up, Dan? All right. Yeah, we live, brother. Hey y'all, this is one of my OGs that taught me a little bit of game. So what's going on, Lieutenant Dan? But go ahead and answer that because like I said, with me, Raheem, I'm really trying to think about it with Raheem, what I expected. And like for me, it's not even. It's difficult. Go ahead.
And the thing is, the only really good thing I can think about him is kind of tough because it's not consistent enough to really say is it really anything good right now. Now I understand if there was like some consistency, but everything has been inconsistent and it's kind of hard. It has been inconsistent all year, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the worst that we've ever seen, but like I said, the problem is right now it's too many distractions. It's too many boneheaded penalties and plays that's costing us game after game after game after game. And the problem is the stuff is not getting fixed. At the end of the day, yes, we can blame and definitely so. You could blame the OC, whatever. But you also got to put the overseer, the guy who's in charge, on the field.
Yeah. I'm trying to like the only thing. See, this is why I have to slow down and think about what I'm saying because it's
ouch.
Yeah. Like the only I see. Oh my god, I really am wrecking my brain trying to say something positive about it because the thing is, what I do when you look at Raheem, I do like the fact that he gives young coaches opportunity, but there's something that goes with that also with young coaches, and that's inexperience.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That like you see offensively, do I think Zach is a brilliant, a smart offense coordinator? I don't know. I haven't seen anything that like makes me want to believe in him. And then you look at the second part of Raheem, it's like, all right, does he bring in good coaches? And I'm still saying that again. I don't know that.
AKA a consistency problem.
It's a consistency problem. So we see things one week and then the next week, I'm just not seeing enough. And like I said, I really am trying to find something positive about this. Say, I mean, I can find some positive, but those positives have been met with a lot of negatives because we beat teams like Buffalo, and then next week we completely go away from all of that type of stuff. So these are the bad things that we're seeing from coaching. You see something good, he'll beat a good team, and then we'll lose to the Dolphins. We get skunked by the Carolina Panthers. So this season, I haven't seen anything. And then you look at as far as his personality is concerned, it's like I don't even know. See, even his personality is being because Mike Penix has called him out. Drake London has called Drake London has kind of went at Zach Robinson. And then you had Bijan Robinson, who's been very vocal. Like people think he's some sweetheart. Bijan is a nasty. Look, he's very sharp and meticulous with his shots. He reminds me of that elf on Lord of the Rings.
Right.
When he shoot, he not missing. That was a shot. That was a direct shot. When they lost to Carolina, Bijan said we were not ready. We were not prepared. And nobody listened to it because he was soft-spoken. It kind of reminded me of somebody that'd be sitting next to me in my right hand, and he hosts a lot of these shows.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like me. Yeah, I know. I understand.
It's not as like you. It's like when you think about it, that should be sharp and it's right at you. So my thing is like when you look at Raheem, to be honest, I came into the season saying, what am I gonna what am I expecting? And I told everybody from the very beginning, I do not care about the players this year. I want to see the growth of this coaching staff. And to be honest, from head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, the only growth that I could say that I've seen out of the coaching staff is really Nate Ollie. Marquise, whatever the heck his name, I think it's Marquise Williams.
Marquise Williams, special teams coach.
He's taken a major dive. The special team's been a mess the last 2 years. It's been a mess. It's so many different. Like I said,
hey, I'm about to say put Lieutenant Dan thing back up there. I kind of want to answer that one right quick. Put it back up there for me.
Okay.
What he said, he said, imagine being a good employee that makes mistakes under a bad boss whose district manager is also bad. Are you at fault for making mistakes under their leadership?
Mm-hmm. This is exactly what I'm dealing with right here. That's why I say it's hard for me to find anything positive, because when I find something positive, it's immediately met with it overshines. The negative overshines. So it's like I don't even, like I said, it's
So for those that don't know what he's talking about, it's basically saying that if you're constantly making mistakes at this point in time, now you got to look at the people in charge that's continually allowing you to make these mistakes.
Yeah. And that's why I'm looking at Mr. Blank right now. This is the first time that I'm looking at Mr. Blank. I'm saying, how long are you going to allow your front office, your man in charge? Because if he doesn't get rid of Raheem and a lot of people in that front office, now we know what the problem is. He's no better than Jerry Jones if he can continue to allow it.
Yeah, the biggest difference is Jerry Jones likes ass kissers.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Blank likes people that make him feel good and
make me money.
And then, like you said, at this point in time, that is the biggest caveat right there. This is the first time here. But before we do that, go ahead and say that name, Marquise Williams again. Go ahead and say that name again.
Mark, I can't say that shit. Mark, Marquise. That's how you say it. Cam, see,
What
Cam
about
is a huge man. Cam is, see, that'll go over a lot of people here because Cam is such special teams. I'm talking about the small intricate details of football. Cam is all special teams, and he been so critical.
Zach Robinson?
Oh man. Oh good gracious. Let me see something real quick.
But
So
but like you said, man, that's just coming down to a point right now where the only thing we're asking now is when is this team gonna finally come together?
yeah, it's everybody is there's no camaraderie whatsoever when you look at the teams. Like it's a literal mess. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing for me. It's like it's the leadership. It's giving off. Oh man, it's giving off a lot of Cleveland Browns vibes. It's giving off a lot of Cleveland Browns vibes for me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing because there's a constant clash with the Cleveland Browns. They always bring in coaches that don't
Yeah.
necessarily see eye to eye with what they're doing, and it's baffling.
Yeah. But like I said, man, this is just gonna be a case here where if they don't get it together, everybody getting fired.
Look, man.
Everybody getting fired.
So let's say this. Let's say that if let's just say if Michael Penix end up being a bust, what do you do from there?
You just gotta find you gotta find the next guy.
It's what I know you.
But like I said, the thing about it is if that's the case, because I don't believe he is.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
believe he had. But let's just say let's just play what if on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're looking for another identity at that position, which will mean since 2021, that would make possibly 8 quarterbacks taking snaps
Oh
for the
boy.
Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, that's a dagger, boy. That's a dagger. That's a dagger, right quick.
That is ugly right there.
Yeah, that right there. You're talking about after Matt Ryan has gone like 5 straight years, going
5
on
straight
6 straight
years.
years
Yeah,
of just pure misery.
pure uncertainty. I wouldn't say misery. It's uncertain.
Uncertainty. I'll give him that.
Willie, what's happening, man?
Gentlemen, how's it going? Thank you for having me.
Oh man.
Just on for a little bit, man. What how you feeling about this game, man?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like as I say, we talked about it a little bit on the show yesterday,
Yeah.
and the inadequacies and the lack of accountability is what's really getting Des and I. We're at a point where we've not got much faith left in this coaching staff, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, I know that I've made no secret about the fact that I would bring Steve Sarkisian back in based on the fact that he at least knows how to utilize Bijan Robinson to the fullest. And then obviously last night, Texas didn't do too hot, so he's maybe got a hot seat in terms of his job at the Longhorns. So I think there's definitely options that we can explore. But I think, like, to ask an honest question, I'm going to be real with y'all here. I don't see us winning out 8 straight. I don't know if you boys do either, but I don't see this team winning 8 games straight to take playoff football. I don't. So I think if we make I don't think we're ready to make changes now. I don't think we're going to see anything maybe before the end of the season. So at this point, I'm just doubling down. I think we're in for a long ride, to be honest.
I mean, that's understandable. Like I said, at this point, I'm not even worried about wins or losses right now. I'm worried about is this team gonna get together?
Yeah. I have no faith in us being able to win. And it's not really due to the fact that I think we have the players to be able to make it happen. But the thing is, so many guys are getting put on the IR or the injury list. I'm like, who? When did this happen? Like, when did he have this issue? So it's Raheem, his transparency. Like, for me, I have no trust in him because you look at the injury list. Like, we have not heard. I've heard a few people say that they've seen him and Troy Anderson here and there. But when they ask certain things, Raheem gives the same. Well, I don't know. Why I have to talk. I have to speak on it when I talk to him. I'm like, what you mean when you talk to him? Like, isn't he at practice? You telling me you're not talking to these guys that's on injury list? Ask them how they feel. Nothing, any of that. Like, look, I know it's protocol when it comes down to certain things, but the thing is, like, when you have so many guys, like Drake London. Like, when did Drake London have a back issue? It's stuff like that. It's like, all right, this dude is like nothing about Raheem. Just like, where can I trust him? And I have no trust in him. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. He's a cheater.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you want to get into injuries, Mike? It took him 8-9 weeks to go. Oh, I actually see that little arm and shoulder injury we were talking about. It was a broken collarbone. So do with that information what you will. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad look all around.
Right. It is, like I said, it's the little stuff like that causes a lot of concern for a lot of people looking at this team right now. Like John here says, I have a friend and mentor who warned me about the tyranny of urgency when you trade long-term vision for hope games. I think the Falcons went away from that when they fired Arthur Smith.
Yes. Yep. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yep. It's a really good point. I mean, and add into the fact that when Arthur Smith was here, he never had a defense. You give Arthur Smith this defense, I mean, we might be in a much different position, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we made the point last night about Matt Ryan and how he never had a defense that was ranked above 16 and like what we were able to accomplish. So, for us, it boils down to really 2 questions. We know the answer to one. The other answer might be a bit longer and a bit more convoluted, but are we a bad team? Absolutely not. Are we a bad organization? Now you're asking some questions. And that's where I kind of fall on it. We're not a bad team on the field. It's top down problems.
Oh man.
Yeah.
In hindsight, looking at this, like I said, we're gonna we got the other crew, Magnus and the crew, they on live, so we're not gonna be on too much longer. But looking back at this coaching staff and the coaching regime that we've had, you go from oh wow, I just thought about this. So you go from the Jim Mora era, Bobby Petrino, um,
Mike Smith,
Mike Smith,
Dan Quinn,
and
Mhm.
now
Arthur Smith.
is there a pattern? Do you guys see a pattern with those coaches? I see something.
I see what you're saying, but let the people know, Mike. There's definitely something going on because I mean, we look at the coaches that were available to us when we hired Raheem Morris as well. We had Mike Vrabel there, we had Jim Harbaugh there, so it's got to be more than just the fact that he's a personable guy.
Sounds like a bunch of guys that could be controlled.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I'm saying. So it seems like there's a pattern, and that pattern for me, what I'm seeing in these guys, it looks like no. See, the thing is, what I'm saying, guys with what we like to say moxie and experience, and they have an identity. They're not being the coach. They're not in the plans and never been hired outside of a coordinator position for the Atlanta Falcons. Even look at Dean P. Dean P's in the NFL hasn't been a head coach. So the guy that they're bringing in, and it's ironic that I'm saying this now is because Rich McKay, one of the guys that Mr. Blank has always said he's had respect for. I mean, Mr. Blank has always said that he was clear that he wanted, and he was very interested in having Bill Belichick. So that came out of his mouth. So as we close it, guys, do you think Rich McKay has a stronger hold on this organization than we're willing to admit?
Well, you got to think about it. Rich McKay is one of the leaders of the competition committee. We keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I think when the door closes, Rich McKay would be the last voice in Mr. Blank's ear. And I feel like it speaks for itself that you're going to tell us in one hand that you're not involved in the day-to-day sport operations of the football team, but then you're going to make the trip to Germany. So, yeah, I think he's definitely more involved than what he's letting on. The question is how much, because as I say, we asked the question again on the show last night. Is it time for Arthur Blank to kind of step down and we look at just a fresh start? And at this point, we all the things we've discussed today, boys. I mean, can you honestly say you're against that?
At this point in time, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even giving a definite answer on that. But the thing about it, like I said, the thing about it is if it happens, if it's time, I wouldn't be surprised. Because basically what we just to sum up what we're just talking about, we ain't nothing more than the Dallas Cowboys without the cocaine and shit. That's all we is.
Yep. Mm-hmm. A bunch of drama. And the owner that I mean, he said, like I said, Mr. Blank, the thing is, he loves money and he loves making money and he knows how to make money and he's loyal to people that help him make money. But the problem with that is some of those guys that help him make money are not very smart at running football operations. And I think that right there is the balance that he has at some point in time, whether it's money or football. He has to choose what's most important at this point in time with him.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Obviously, with the women's soccer investments and all that, and obviously you take into account that Mr. Blank's now what is he, 82 now? So you need to. It's like you need to kind of wind down and start to prioritize. But yeah, I completely see what you're saying. I think it's he's earned the right to kind of go out on his own terms, so to speak, because of obviously his huge contributions, not just to the Falcons, but to Atlanta, the city of Atlanta, on a broader sense. But at the same time, there comes a point where obviously you can't help but ask these questions. So that's by no means trying to, that's in no way said in a detriment to Mr. Blank's contributions. I'm not saying he's in any way past it. I'm just saying that this organisation now that we're at where we're standing now, maybe we could do with a shake-up, but I don't know. As I say, I'm just throwing things into the pissing into the wind a little bit, so to speak, just to kind of, as I say, get the lips flapping and the wheels turning, because as I say, we've reached a point in the season where you kind of have to do that.
All right, so give our last take, man. Go ahead, get your last takes on it about the game, if you will, or you want to throw something else out there.
Whole thing I have to say is y'all better win today. That's all I got to say. Y'all better win today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Go big or go home. And as I say, I wanted to test the audio out after last night's show, so I appreciate y'all boys for having me. And shout out to Lieutenant Dan as well, because if you're a fan of Mr. Dan, then you can catch him very, very soon on the Scottish Falcons show with Des and I. So you know where to find us by now. 3:30 Eastern, Thursdays and Saturdays. But you know, you already know how I do. So anything that Mike and Kevin, the boys, are doing, anything that AFN's involved in, you'll catch me hanging around the building somewhere, the resident vampire. But yeah, as I say, much love as always, boys.
Hey man, that's all we got. Part of me want the Atlanta Falcons to win, but a much larger part of me wants them to lose. I do not want to see this brother anymore. I am over him. I am over Zach Robinson. I am over this season. I want it to end. If we just so happen to get going to run, I will not be mad, but I want this to end. I want it to end. Make no mistake about it. It's embarrassing. We're the Dallas Cowboys, but we losing. We're losing. It's bad. So with that being said, man, that's all I got. Hopefully the Falcons make this a game. Hope it's a good game that we can be proud of. But like I said, that's all. I'm done. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'll see you guys later. At the halftime show, the post game show. Hopefully we got something good to talk about. If not, y'all might get another Mad Mike rant. And that right there is the bottom line, because Mad Mike said so. Deuces.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.